Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. Good Sports is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Dr. Lynn McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. For an appointment, call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. And by the Surplus Exchange. Take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Welcome to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion, which is now converted to an inline rink, or their indoor ice rink. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skating sessions, their leagues, their upcoming camps, and learn to skate and learn to play hockey programs. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And with the April issue of KC Sports, we continue to celebrate our 17th straight year covering sports in Kansas City. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we outline our expectations for the Royals this season. In our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about their springtime hockey programs. And in our Sporting Kansas City report presented by the Surplus Exchange, we look at what the team needs to do to defend last year's championship season. Now, in our health and fitness report presented by Cargo Largo, we talk about solutions for joint pain. And you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And now joining us here at the Kansas City Ice Center on Good Sports is Dr. Don Sharnowski. Don is a chiropractor with many, many certifications, and he's licensed to practice in Kansas. He works with all types of individuals, from the pro, the college, the high school athlete, to the everyday person, to provide solutions for pain and ways to improve performance. He's been the official team and attending doctor for many sports teams during his career, and he's the only performance, gait, and orthotic specialist in Overland Park. Dr. Don, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Steve. It's great to be here. It's great to be here at Kansas City Ice Center, a great facility. We've seen little figure skaters, ice skaters, everything today. So it's a really great facility. I'm really glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Yeah, it's public skating that's going on behind us now. They've got a terrific public skating session going on today. It's Easter weekend while we're doing this, but that's not keeping anybody away from the ice. So
we've already had people stand behind us waving already this morning. So.
Excellent. I wasn't paying attention to that, but that's terrific. So Dr. Don, how long have you been a chiropractor? How long have you been doing this thing?
Yeah, well, I've been a chiropractor for about 14 years. So more than half of that just basically specifically working with sports and performance athletes, even the everyday person as well. So total about 14 years.
And as far as sports go, do you have a special sport, or is it just kind of anybody that's, the skaters that are out there,
right,
the football player, the basketball player, et cetera?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. It's all sports. It's all people. What I like to say, it's every person, every activity, every day. So we can go with the young lady that's pushing their, the baby carriage down the sidewalk or up to the pro level at any sport. And I've really had experience and my hands in just about every sport there is.
And you have people that actually, even though you're here in Kansas City, that contact you that are in other parts of the country that you help as well.
Yeah, I'm extremely fortunate that. When I moved here to Kansas City, as you'll find out later in the show, I kept my same phone number. It's a different area code, but we have the clinic. I see people from both coasts and everywhere in between.
Now, one of the ways that you help individuals perform better is by putting them in something called a prescription-fitted orthotic. Now, we've all heard about orthotics, but these are customized for the individual. With sports and everyday life, you, of course, want to have things working right with your feet. Why is this option important to people?
there are many studies out there. More and more are coming out all the time. But the most important part of your body, of your biomechanical chain, of how your body works, is your feet. It's the only thing that touches the ground. If it's the only thing that touches the ground, then that reflects everything up that kinetic chain, that ankle, the knee, the hip, the low back, shoulders, all the way up to your head, headaches, neck, the whole bit. So those feet and the way that the biomechanic issue of the feet are and the timing issue of the feet control every single aspect of your body and your performance.
And yeah, you don't even think about that. That my feet are long, but that's the only thing that's touching the ground. That's the only thing that's making something happen for you. So, for the question I have is for us regular people out there that haven't had orthotics necessarily, and we may just buy the inner soles that you stick in your shoe.
Right.
Should we expect a certain amount of pain as we age and things like that, or is that just something that we're in our head?
Yeah, the statistics show us that 80% of the people in the United States will experience some part of low back pain through their entire life.
Yeah.
The same kind of thing with your feet. Yes, if you have pain with your feet, I can help you with that. But the main thing that we want to do is we want to set your body up so that you don't have pain in your feet. So we kind of avoid that whole situation, right? So we can set the biomechanics up, make sure that orthotic prescription is just right to improve your performance, your everyday life, just about whatever you're doing. So yes, you're bound to make the answer short. You're bound to have pain in your feet, and I want to help you with that.
Yeah, especially when you put on a few extra pounds as you age and your metabolism slows down. So
Exactly.
that certainly
Right.
is a part of it. So certainly somebody like me is a candidate for orthotics. Just the individual guy. I mean, I don't work out very much or anything like that. You certainly think the athlete would be as well. So is everybody and anybody a candidate for orthotics, even the little guys that are out here?
Absolutely. Even the little guys out here, their balance mechanisms in their body haven't even developed yet. They're not even set. So we need to make sure that central nervous system is set up right. So even as they grow and mature and get better athletically and better performance-wise, that their body keeps up with that. Your case and my case as well, absolutely. As we age a little bit, our responses and our balance systems get a little less sensitive. So we need to make sure that our central nervous system is working correctly, making sure our biomechanics of the feet is right. And what you don't know is a lot of the things that go on in your feet, they're related to organs and glands and other muscles in your body that if those start failing, we have big problems up and down that kinetic chain like I mentioned earlier.
Right, yeah. And that's the chiropractic approach to how all the things work together as well. And yeah, I mean, you mentioned something to me. There was a phrase that you used about teams and biomechanics. Fill me in on that again. That was pretty cool.
I always say the person or the team with the least biomechanical faults wins. Because
cool.
we're in track racers, we're just shaving off hundredths of seconds. Or in football players, or with the ice skaters here, just the quickness of the motion or the better balance that they can have. The least biomechanical faults that they have gives them a supreme advantage. Now, in our everyday people as well, the least biomechanical faults that we have in our body keeps us more healthy, keeps us out of pain, keeps our body working correctly. So absolutely, everyone's a candidate.
So efficiency is kind of, what you're describing there is efficiency in what it is that you do. And these orthotics are, which obviously are made for your feet, and they make you more efficient in what it is you're doing. I mean, there's a thing that you guys do that's called a gait analysis,
right.
and explain that and explain all that stuff.
There's many components to this gait analysis, but what I use is a machine, and we gather a ton of information. We gather over 300 pictures per second with over 4,000 cells in a plate where we walk or run across this plate, whether it's a regular weekend warrior athlete, a person just walking around the block, or somebody that does it for competitive needs. And that gait analysis is so important because there's a timing mechanism where your foot has to hit the ground at a certain time, and that percentage of time that your foot's on the floor or on the track or on the ice rink, and then by the time that your foot leaves that surface, it's all timing and biomechanical mechanisms. We have to take all that into consideration.
And when you do that, and when you get things in tune and working together and working efficiently together, there's less opportunity for injury as well.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point. Not only is there less opportunity for injury, and again, citing studies that have come out for years and years, but more and more now we're seeing this, that the feet are the most important part. When we basically get your biomechanics correct, your chance of injury goes way down. And if you do get injured, your recovery time is less. The injury tends to be less severe. Now, there's all kinds of muscles and things that go on that we have to check.
Sure.
As a chiropractor, I do a thing called applied kinesiology, which is boy, do we get to that injury and that biomechanical problem in a hurry and fix that. So it's all related. We have to take into account all those different aspects.
Okay, so we're talking about these orthotics that are specialized for the individual. We're talking with Dr. Don Sharnowski. For a second here, let's give out your information, your phone number, and your website, and then I'll have another.
Sure. My website's under construction right now, so
okay.
We're just changing things. You can get me at Dr. Donski at rocketmail.com. That's DRDONSKI at rocketmail.com. Or you can phone me if you like, 806-346-6330. 806-346-6330. It's still an 806 number. I'm still making that transition, so all my athletes know my new number and things like that. But until then, we're going to keep that.
Absolutely. And so the question I have is you go to the big box store, you walk into the foot section, there's all sorts of different options that are there that are hanging off the shelf and stuff like that. Some of them say custom, some of them say that they're better for work and things like that. What's the difference between this? You've explained some of it here, but the difference between grabbing one of those and grabbing one of, getting one of those analysis, the prescription done.
These are truly personalized and customized to your biomechanics, to the way that your foot works. This isn't one of the 5 categories that you have to fit in, or this isn't something that we stand on and we mold your foot to. This is a very dynamic scan that is highly technologically advanced. It's the cream of the crop, so to speak, on how to really analyze a gait and put your foot in the most biomechanically correct position.
Now, should that hurt? Should you have pain with that? Are you trying to take my foot, which is flat, and put an arch in it and things like that?
There's an old saying we have. We don't want to obtain an arch. We want to maintain an arch.
We
don't want to force one in your foot. So it really shouldn't hurt. There should be a nice transition. So maintaining the arch that you have, whether you have flat feet, big arches, big feet like I do, and like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and I do, yeah.
We want to make sure that it is not a forceful activity for your foot. We want to maintain movement, which maintains biomechanical integrity of that foot, because movement is key.
Yeah,
we can't isolate and lock down that foot. We have to have all the motion that we can in there.
Now you have your own. I mean, a lot of times that's what draws an individual to coming up with a solution, and that you have your own foot issues. And you use these orthotics. What kind of results have you seen, and how long have you been wearing them?
Right. Well, I had some injuries when I was younger playing sports, and if I don't wear mine, my knees hurt, my feet hurt. I've got 5 broken lumbar vertebrae that have kind of fused over the past. So now I can run. I can't do as much energetically and as intensely as I used to, but that keeps me out of pain, keeps my energy levels up. It keeps me from fatiguing so fast. Knees don't hurt, low back doesn't hurt, things like that. So it's a godsend with these, and these these orthotics from the orthotic group are just absolutely saviors for many, many people that I've treated.
So how many years has this technology been around?
This technology is evolving as we go, and the company that I work with is one of the premier founders of these sort of things, the trailblazers of this. So it's been around for many, many years, but the new technology that just came out with now is blowing the lid off, blowing the roof off what we're doing. So much neat graphics and so much computerized technology that we, like I said, we take so many pictures and it's so accurate that we want to keep somebody in that proper range of their biomechanical structure.
For sure. Well, we've got a lot more that we're going to talk about here, and we'll come back after our break and talk about all sorts of foot issues and how the orthotics can help. But right now we're going to take a break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. Today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I am Steve Fish. We'll be right back. You have pain in your feet, your ankles or knees, hips or back, shoulders or neck? Be pain-free with custom-made and 100% guaranteed orthotics from Dr. Don Sharnowski, the only performance and gait specialist in OP. Call Dr. Don today at 806-346-6330. Do the Royals have what it takes to make the postseason? Read our predictions for the team plus our annual golf review in this month's KC Sports Magazine. Plus, check out the Surplus Exchange Sporting Soccer Report, the Cargo Largo Health and Fitness Report, the U.S. Army High School Top Performers Report, the KC Ice Center Hockey Report, and the Protect America Youth Soccer Report. KC Sports Magazine is celebrating our 17th year, is available all across KC, and is always free. So pick one up today. Golfers, we all know how important balance is in the game of golf. Statistics show that 50% of golfers hit the ball harder and 38% lowered their score while using orthotics. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can help improve your balance on the course with customized foot leveler orthotics. And you can save $50 on your golf orthotics with your coupon from KC Sports Magazine. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Beat the heat at the Kansas City Ice Center. Come out to a public skating session on the outdoor inline pavilion or on their indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times or to register for a camp or a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Get 10% off UPS shipping at the 2 South KC UPS stores with your coupon and KC Sports and Fitness. Bring your next shipment to 103rd between Warnell and State Line or 121st and State Line in Leawood and save 10% on UPS shipping with your coupon in KC Sports. Sign up now for the Legends of Basketball Girls Only Basketball Camp on May 24th and 25th. The camp is led by WNBA pros Lynette Woodard, Valerie Still, and Kim Hampton. For more information and to register, call Old School Sports Academy at 913-207-3146. Your first workout is free at 9 Round Fitness in Mission. Get a 30-minute full-body workout with a trainer that burns fat and builds lean muscle. To find out more about 9 Round Fitness, stop by at 6516 Martway or call 913-671-7788. Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion, which is now converted to an inline rink, or their indoor ice rink. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skating sessions, their leagues, their upcoming camps, and Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our U.S. Army high school top performers. And in our new youth soccer report presented by Protect America, we cover the Kansas City Rush and discuss how they develop the skills of their players. Now, you can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Eagles Landing Golf Course, both Minsky's on Berry Road, and right here at the Kansas City Ice Center. Now, coming up on April 26th, we'll be back here at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. Then on May 3rd, we'll be at the Heart of America Golf Academy, which is located at 7501 Blue River Road in Kansas City, Missouri. On May 4th, we'll be out at Gambino's Pizza in Lenexa for a classic car show. Gambino's is located a half-mile east of 435 off of 87th Street. And on May 18th, we'll be at the Sanctuary of Hope to show our viewers this unique facility and also discuss their upcoming 5K called Run the Good Race, which is scheduled for June 14th. Now, you can register for this event at sportkc.org. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, I also want to mention one more thing before we get back to our interview with Dr. Don Sharnowski, and that is a couple of recycling events that are put on by the Surplus Exchange that are both coming up on the morning of May 3rd. One is at 95th and Metcalf, and the other one is in the City Market. You can visit their website, surplusexchange.org, for more details. And now joining us again is Dr. Don Sharnowski. Dr. Don is a chiropractor. He works with all types of individuals, from the pro, the college, the high school athlete, to the everyday person, to provide solutions for pain and ways to improve performance. And he's the only performance gait and orthotic specialist in Overland Park. Thanks again for being with us today, Don. We appreciate you coming out. We got a little music playing for the skaters, but thanks for coming out. Give us your phone number. Give us the information on how people can reach you.
Great, perfect. Email Dr. Donski, DRDONSKI, at rocketmail.com, or 806-346-6330.
Okay, a couple of things that we want to get to, that we've talked about, these orthotics that are custom fit and custom made for you. We were talking about foot issues when we took our break here. Some of the foot issues that you see are called pronation and it's supination, right? Supination. What are they? How do they affect us? Do we all have it?
Yeah.
Explain.
I hear this a lot. People tell me I'm so flat-footed. Well, there's pronation and supination. So pronation is when your feet basically roll inward. Now, we need both. We need pronation and supination for proper biomechanics. We have to go between the two.
Right.
But one's more efficient than the other. And we'd like to stay in a supinated position in a performance level, like Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world.
Right.
He is a tremendous supinator. And he stays in supination just long enough for him to propel himself forward. Well, he has to go back into pronation as well. But when you're in supination and you're running more on that outside part of your foot, so to speak, your foot locks down and becomes very efficient.
Right.
When you go into pronation, everything separates and it becomes almost a bag of bones. So a very supinator is like the Ferrari, the dragster, and the pronator is a very stable but not very efficient position. So we want to stay in both, but not very long in each.
And that's just funny. How many bones are there in each foot?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I've looked at how long the toe is, and you think, okay, the toe's about that long. But it's really about me. It's really, really long.
Right.
It's just truly amazing. So are there? What I guess the question from that is, what is the most common cause of pain? If our ankles are doing this and our feet are doing this, what's the most common cause of pain that's associated through these improper mechanics?
Well, it doesn't matter if you're walking, running, jumping, whatever. The key word is vibration. Vibration is a killer. When we do not have proper biomechanics in our foot or supported correctly with a proper custom fit, truly customized, individualized orthotic like I can provide, the vibration isn't, that energy isn't disseminated throughout the whole foot. It is localized and does tremendous damage up that kinetic chain. Remember that kinetic chain? The ankle, the knee, the hip, all the way up to the head. Yeah. So that's the big issue. We want to minimize that vibration.
Okay, so we get these orthotics and they help minimize the vibration. Do you need a different pair for different activities? If you're working, if you're outside and you're working, if you're a runner, if you're an athlete like a skater or whatever?
That's a great question. Great question. One size did not fit all.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. We've had people, we custom make them specifically for ice skates or ice skater skates, right? Hockey skates. High jumpers, sprinters, basketball and football are two totally different sports. So those orthotics are made differently for those athletes. I mentioned Usain Bolt. I also have a great story about a high jumper that I helped win 3 consecutive state championships in the state of Texas. Ankle problems, and he had a lot of inflammation. Now he's at the University of Texas. A 5'11" kid jumps 7'3 and a half.
Oh, my.
And he really equates this back to when we started treating him and putting him in these orthotics to improve his function.
Okay, so we've only got about a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. You're the only guy in Overland Park that has this particular equipment,
right?
That does it. The 4,000 points,
exactly.
And stuff like that. You're the
over
only guy.
Over 1 million bits of information in this little time that you walk across this screen, so we can produce. The orthotic group makes a tremendous apparatus where we can produce a tremendously accurate vision of your gait and your foot.
And the beauty of all of this is it's guaranteed. Satisfaction
Right.
is guaranteed for the individual.
Exactly.
Explain
Always. If we have 100% patient satisfaction guarantee, these will help. I've had a few come back. People aren't satisfied with them. We can make different adjustments to those prescriptions and get them right back to you. So there are alterations that could be made if it didn't work just the way that we intended to, but it is 100% guaranteed.
So give us again, how can people reach you to get these 100% guaranteed orthotics? And, give us the information on where people can reach you.
You can reach me by email, Dr. Donski at rocketmail.com, DRDONSKI at rocketmail.com, or 806-346-6330.
Easy enough.
Easy.
Yeah. That'll do it for our show today. I want to thank the Kansas City Ice Center for hosting us today. And thank you, Dr. Don Sharnowski, for joining us today. Be sure to join me, again, Steve Fish, again next week here at the Ice Center at the same time for Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You will find it all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Great. It's been a pleasure. See you. Thanks.
Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. The Cargo Largo Cargo for Kids charity golf tournament is June 20th at Drum Farms. For more information on sponsorships or to sign up, visit cargoforkids.com or call Melissa at 816-350-6138 and visit Cargo Largo in Independence, where you can always discover, shop, and win. Sign up now for basketball summer camps and clinics with Blue Valley Northwest coach Ed Fritz, presented by Agape Hoops at the Fieldhouse. And check out the other leagues, tournaments, and clinics in April and May from Agape Hoops. Contact Agape Hoops at 816-908-9934 or visit agapehoops.com. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Help a great cause, Alzheimer's research, when you join the fun at the Kansas City Derby Fest on May 3rd from 3 to 6 p.m. at Maker's Mark Restaurant. Derby Fest is the most exciting Kentucky Derby party in KC. For more information on Derby Fest, visit kcderbyfest.com. For tickets, call 816-442-8115. Golf MD is now carrying custom Callaway and Adams. Visit Golf MD for club repairs, swing analysis, and custom clubs and fitting with the TrackMan launch monitor. Call Golf MD at 913-663-5050. Visit them at Strangline and College or go online to golf-md.com. Get a free security system for your home from Protect America that includes 24/7 monitoring, no installation or equipment fees, and complete home protection. For dependable security for your home, call Protect America today at 855-548-2149. That's 855-548-2149. Sign up now for Get Golf Ready classes at Heart of America Golf Academy, or take advantage of the lesson packages and pro shop deals now available. For more information, call the Heart of America Golf Academy at 816-513-8940 or visit hoagolfacademy.com. You have pain in your feet, your ankles or knees, hips or back, shoulders or neck? Be pain-free with custom-made and 100% guaranteed orthotics from Dr. Don Sharnowski, the only performance and gait specialist in OP. Call Dr. Don today at 806-346-6330. Sign up now for the 15th annual Run the Good Race to benefit the Sanctuary of Hope on Saturday, June 14th. Visit sanctuaryofhope.org for more details. Run the Good Race is presented by the Barber Financial Group. Sign up now for the Legends of Basketball Girls Only Basketball Camp on May 24th and 25th. For more information and to register, call Old School Sports Academy at 913-207-3146. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times or to register for a camp or a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033.
Hi, it's the ball game co-host Greg Pryor. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. Lift is a powdered drink mix that you mix and drink when you have mental fatigue and you want to feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Lift also comes in capsules called Lift Caps. See Lift and Lift Caps and all the great Life Priority products at my website, lifepriority.com.
Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel